Alright, so today's video is sponsored by Rocket Money. Have you ever had a bunch of random subscriptions you just forget about? Well, Rocket Money is here to help. Rocket Money is the personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower bills, and manage your money better. I'm using Rocket Money to cancel unwanted subscriptions that I may have forgot about, which sometimes can happen. Subscribe to something and you go, wait a second, I completely forgot about that. And that's where Rocket Money comes into play here. To save more and spend less, join over the 5 million members using Rocket Money today. Go to rocketmoney.com/emongg or click the link in the description to get started for free. You can also unlock even more features with premium. Hopefully we're able to go through here with the Rocket Money app and find all of the random subscriptions we have, and now Sully will have more toys. I don't know if we'll add that in there, but you know, just in case we can fit that in there, you gotta give Sully more toys, okay? I hope you all enjoy the video. Don't worry, we'll do another Alright So. Alright So! Back with another cheater VOD. We've been getting a lot more of these submissions recently since we did a couple videos, which obviously we still get our spectating videos and all that too, but we've had a lot of these, so we figured why not? And in this video, we're gonna be watching I think a Zenyatta that's cheating. And they say, we kept running into these guys. They are both boosting the Mercy on their team. And that's basically what the description was. So we're gonna be watching the Zenyatta, see if they're actually cheating. Apparently they're in a stack. And this is also a gold game. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna go right into it. Zenyatta's a projectile hero, but like, you can probably, it's close to hit scan, so it probably won't look. But we'll see if they're cheating. I mean, they were saying they were cheating, but we gotta see. Oh yes, okay, wonderful. I don't know, like I see that right click and I'm like, okay. Oh yeah, they are, 100%. All right, I mean that's without even question. The first shot looks suspect. The second one they missed, and then after that you can tell their aim is just like locking onto them. But the problem is that like because it's a projectile, some of their shots are gonna miss. You can see it right there. Do you see? You see how obvious it is right there? That is just a straight up aimbot, yeah. And as you can see, there's just a Mercy that is just sitting there, damage boosting and healing the Zen. Now, I will say, if the Mercy isn't stacked with them, you're not really gonna know that in the first 2 seconds, right? So like when you see a Mercy just like healing them in their spawn, like your first reaction there is to keep your teammate alive because like you don't expect your teammate to go run into, you know, their spawn and go for a play like that, right? So you just keep them alive. Eventually they'll probably, if they're not stacked with them, they'll eventually be told that, and then they won't go into the damage boost mode on them. But yeah, I mean they're obviously cheating. And it looks like the projectile. I've talked about that with projectiles, but like even that, it looks like now like when they're cheating, even the projectiles can just hit their shots now. So that's why they're just aimbotting. I don't even like need to like pause anything on that one because it's just so apparent that like they're just cheating. That's literally what's happening. That huge ult. I mean, they're gonna build their ult so quickly because they're literally running around the map just aimbot. They're not gonna have to worry about any of that because all they need to do is leave an orb on somebody, even if they want to, and they're just gonna right-click people and they're gonna build their ult so fast. Plus, Zenyatta ultimate isn't even that good. Actually, little like off topic here, but I feel like not off topic, but I feel like the passives thing actually made Zenyatta's ultimate good again. Because if people get low HP, or like the ultimate actually increases heals. Oh yeah, this is something that happens a lot apparently. You get into a lobby where you just have like it's like a gold lobby with like someone who's duoed or like trioed with people, and they're just aimbotting while they just pocket them and keep them alive, and then they're like, the other team will accuse them of cheating, and then they'll be like, no, they're not, you're just bad, and they just like try to tell them they're bad the whole time, but in reality, when they watch it back, you can clearly see they're cheating, but they're trying to make it so the other team doesn't report them. And that's pretty much what happens. And you can see it. I mean, I don't even have, like I said, I don't have to pause anything here because it's so apparent and obvious that they're just blatantly cheating. Like straight up, they're just blatantly cheating. Not even using Discord orb, they don't have to. They don't even have to, because all their shots are gonna hit anyway. I mean, the mob is Discorded there, but it doesn't matter. Like if you're playing against a Zenyatta who's hitting their shots, you're gonna get nothing done. You're legit gonna get nothing done. That's what's happening. You're just watching a Zenyatta run through people. Okay, so now they're already accusing them of cheating. So this is the part where they're accused. It happens so much. You'll see like the cheaters like stand still to type to the other team because they're just like telling them how bad they are, or like they're not cheating. That's exactly what you're seeing right there. Happens every time we watch a VOD like this. It's the same thing. They stand still to go AFK to tell them they're not cheating, then they get mad, and then they just do the same. And you see it in any of the games. Even when we get it in like top 500, it's the same thing. They're like, no, I'm not. And then like they're just doing that so they don't get reported mid-game. And then when you watch it back, you're like, oh yeah, they were clearly cheated. There you go. I mean, it's not even Yeah, the other team has recognized it by now. So at this point, just to give you an idea, everybody on the Zenyatta's team knows this now. So, like, if and they say that they think that the Zenyatta is duoed with the Symmetra and the Mercy, it will become more apparent that, like, they know they're cheating, they don't care, because the Mercy will just start healing the Zen the whole time. Or they'll keep the Zen alive. But this is what's happened. The teams in spawn saying they're cheating, and then the other team is either going, okay, we won't play, or they're going to keep pocketing them and double down. And I think that's what they're going to go. It sounds like they're going the pocketing route. What happens when they catch a cheater mid-game? Well, let's say they ban the cheater mid-game, the game would just end. Which a lot of people would obviously hope that would be the case, because, like, if somebody's, like, rage hacking in the game, you would want the lobby to close. That way nobody loses SR. But most of the time, they usually wait a long time, and it's very rare you see a player get banned mid-game. It happens. I mean, I've had players banned mid-game. Like, you see it happen. Like, players will legit be in my game, and they'll just get banned. And you see it all, like, in general, like, you know, not even, like, in my games. Like, a bunch of games, players can get banned mid-game, but... I mean, I had someone in my game for 3 weeks doing it, to give you, like, context on that. Like, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Toa Rex, thanks to 8 months. It's a feature present. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks to 8 months. Yeah, I mean, the other team just basically gave up at this point. They're basically saying, hey, this person's cheating. The other team's refusing to, like... The other team is just going to keep, like, doing what they're doing, pocket the cheater, and then go from there. Like, as you can see, the Mercy just valved immediately and went right to pocket the Zen. And you know at this point, it's very apparent they're cheating. So that gives you, like, an idea. So that more than likely they are in the stack, because you can, like, they'll be able to tell, but, like, that's basically what's happening. That's why the Mercy just pockets the Zen, so the Zenyatta doesn't die, and if they do die, they can res them. And then... Oh, this BAP tried, but the Mercy's pocketing them! No! I think we all can agree that Cheater would have lost the 1v1 of that BAP there if the Mercy didn't heal them. And there you go. That's it. And obviously it sucks seeing a game like that. They're clearly cheating, and the other team's like, or their own team's like, you know what? We're just going to keep pocketing the cheater because heck it. So we're going to go to the next one now, where apparently this isn't a cheating Ana. Based off of where they're about to position themselves, that might be the case. But they say, at first I didn't believe either were hacking until the enemy team started to become adamant after pointing it out. This started with the Widow scoping into areas where enemies were covered, all the way to the Ana shooting at an invisible Sombra. Admittedly, I did help kill the Sombra, but that was just because I did not see that the Ana had traced her. This continued on, and eventually the other team gave up. I believe these two were together as the Ana nanoed the Widow, as well as focused her healing on her. Overall, I did not notice the hacking as it was very subtle, and I was too engaged in my own gameplay. So I think what we'll do here is we'll watch the Ana first to see if they're cheating, and then we'll switch over to the Widow after to see if they're cheating. But based off of the Ana's position, they might be cheating. They are. They are. 100%. You can, yeah, okay. Yeah, if you're an Ana doing this, then, yeah, okay. So that's why they're playing that position. The Ana is clearly cheating. I did, once again, there's no questions to that. You can just see that they're basically, keep in mind, you might see the on iron sight miss sometimes, so just so you know, anybody wants to learn something here, Ana scoped in his hit scan, Ana unscoped is projectile. So projectile means you have to lead your shots, hit scan goes where they go. So, yeah. You're going to do it, my content, thank you, appreciate it. So that's why you see some of the, like, the goofy stuff there. So. Also, how many times is that Ana going to try to do that jump to the high ground and realize I can't do it?
Tango down.
You know, what's interesting is you notice how some of the shots aren't even on them, but they're hidden? Yeah.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Yeah, so, by the way, they are right. If you didn't notice, the Ana directly went to nano the Widow no matter what. So, yeah. And obviously, once again, it comes down to, like, you know, it's clearly obvious that their duo just cheating, and there's nothing the other team can do about it except hope that their current team decides to, like, force a draw or play. But, like, honestly, like, I feel like people forcing draws now, which is what used to be kind of, like, not the standard, but a lot of people would do it in Overwatch. People don't do that anymore. They're just like, yeah, whatever. So they just want to get the game over with and go to the next one because, like, they just, like, they don't feel like dealing with waiting the extra couple minutes, which, I mean, yeah. If Ana can nano themselves, they would. I mean, yeah, I feel like a lot of Ana players have wanted that forever, like, being able to nano yourself. But there's got to be, like, I guarantee they've tested it, but there's probably a balanced decision as to why they don't. Like, maybe Ana became so unkillable at times with nano, and, like, they felt like the nano was never being used outside of keeping the Ana alive, maybe? Even then, it's so hard to say with how their systems work. Now, what do you think, chat? Do you think they're cheating with what we just saw against the Sombra, or what do you think? We saw it the first time, But I think that one makes it a little bit more apparent, right? You know, if anybody, which I don't think anybody here is questioning it, but if anybody here is questioning if they were cheating or not, that really solidifies the case if they are cheating. You can imagine missing the sleep. Yep, and that's that. And it sucks because like we've seen, this is now, obviously this is going to be in the same video. We've now watched 2 games where the other team is forced to give up. And all these players here that just want to like vibe out and play a rank game and have an opportunity to go win SR or climb their rank, they can't because this is what's happening. There's just somebody in their game cheating and just basically making it so they can't play. And then they'll lose that game, and that's 20 to 25% of their SR they won't be able to get back. And then we'll look at the, you know, since we're going to go to the other half now, I'll take a look at the other player, which is duoed with them. We'll see if they're cheating. They could be. Because this is the other player. What the heck? That Soldier 76 weapon skin is terrible. What in the world is that? Okay, so you know what? Now that I watched the Soldier, I don't know if they're cheating. There's a chance they are, but everything I'm seeing right now makes me think they're not. Everything seems fine so far. Yep. There's a chance. Looks legit to you? Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. It's definitely hard to say. But just to kind of point out, chat, clearly they're both cheating in this game. Clearly that, and it sucks because the other players don't even get the opportunity to play in a rank game because there's somebody just like hard aimbot in their rank game just like that. That's like your gameplay? Oh, I'm sure it does. Are you talking about the gameplay of the other people falling over? Because that's probably me in this situation too. And the thing is like, this is what I was talking about. That's like, that's my definition of when I say like rage hacking or like making it so obvious that like, if the systems can't detect that right there, then it's just like, they'll probably play 15 to 20 games without cheating, and that just really hacks up like ranked in general. And there'll be so many players that will be so like tilted that they just lost like 50% due to like somebody like aimbotting. They don't even want to log on and play that for the day or even for the week. It might tilt them out of the game for a while because like they don't do anything about that for a while. Doesn't mean they don't ban them. It's just when you have a rank system that basically penalizes you if you're going up against a cheater, that becomes a bit of a problem, right? Where it's just like, and then there's a flip side of that though, where like if a cheater's playing and then like, you know, people will figure out a way to abuse that system, etc. But I think if like somebody's really like doing things like this, then players should be able to get their like SR at that point, like or some way to like alleviate some of like the problems of that because it just shouldn't be a thing, right? Anyway, both the games they were definitely cheating. I didn't really have to pause it or slow anything down because it was so apparent. It's what we've seen in the 2 games. You have players who are just going in there aimbotting, hard hacking. They don't care, and they just win the games. And obviously you can feel bad for the other players because we've had 2 games in a row now where you saw both teams have to give up and spawn because there just was something they could do. If you like this video, make sure to like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubes, leave a comment. All of that helps with the algorithm, etc. If you want to submit your own VODs like these, or you want to do spectating or play the games, etc., join my Discord. That's where you would do that. That's in the description below. We also record these live on stream. You can see the Twitch chat right below the webcam. We have a lot of fun here, so stop by if you haven't. With that being said, I hope you all have an amazing day/night.